After 27 years in the business, it seems like every single time I sit down with either a new agent or an agent that's hit a plateau or someone that really wants to grow their business, they ask me this question: what's the success formula? Today I'm going to share with you exactly what I found that's the keys to finding success in real estate. One of my favorite things to talk about is how to find more success in real estate, how to have a bigger impact on your community, on your family, on those that you work with on a daily basis. So what I want to do today is take 27 years of doing it wrong, maybe having some successes, maybe having some failures, and boil this down to really 3 things that I see that really are the keys to finding success in real estate. Now, I'm going to break each of these down, but I want to give them to you right up front. The first one is this: gaining knowledge. The second one is this: giving freely of the knowledge that you gain. The third one is growing like wildfire. I'm going to actually break each of these down now in a way that hopefully gives you the ability to understand each of the steps that you need to take to find that success you're looking for. All right, we're going to start with the part about gaining knowledge, where you're growing yourself. Listen, if you're at a place where you're wondering, how can I get enough information that I can freely give it out to other people? It starts with you going out and pursuing knowledge yourself. Think of yourself as a bucket. You can't pour out what you don't have in you. You have to come from a place where you have your bucket so full that out of the overflow it's spilling out and gaining and giving so much value to others that they're growing as well. So let's start with, how do we gain this knowledge? How do we gain knowledge about growing mentally, physically, spiritually, mentally, in our business specifically is what I want to talk about today. The first thing I want to do is I want to start with an acronym, because listen, if you're going to gain knowledge, for me, I want it to be fun. So let's talk of it from a standpoint of it being a party. And I'm going to start with the P in party, and that stands for podcast. Never has there been an opportunity where you could gain more knowledge through podcast than you can right now. If you're wanting to learn anything, simply go onto iTunes and punch in whatever it is you're trying to learn, and there will be a podcast that will give you the information on that. It gives you the ability really to plug that in while you're out walking, while you're exercising, while you're in the car, wherever you are. Podcasts create an opportunity for you to gain knowledge no matter where you are and whatever time of day it is. The A in party stands for audio books. I have been really trying to consume at least one book every 2 weeks for the past year, and I have to tell you, it's transformed everything for me. It gives me the ability that as I'm going through with Audible, basically is what I use, to go through and actually listen to these books, these classics that were written 50, 60, 70 years ago that are still applicable today. It gives me the ability to listen to memoirs about people that inspire me to be more of who I was created to be. It gives me the ability really to gain knowledge no matter where I am. Just like the podcast, the audiobooks gives me the ability really to learn on the go. The R in party stands for read books and articles. I love the ability right now to actually go online and pull up whatever website I'm wanting to learn from, and it will have articles specifically about that. I love the ability that I can go in and I can read books. There's something about sitting down with a highlighter for me and going through a book and highlighting things as I read them, thinking about those things, doing more research on those things. If you're really looking to grow yourself and you're looking to a place to gain knowledge, books and articles are a great place for you to grow like wildfire. The T is specifically focused on real estate. Tour homes. Go out and see the product. Make sure that you're not someone that's just sitting in the office. If there's a tour of homes, a day that's open houses, go see those homes. Become more knowledgeable about the product that you're out there selling, the homes that are for sale. Understand that when you spend more time touring homes, your knowledge goes up on those homes, and it gives you the ability to speak personally about those homes to your potential buyers. Basically, getting out there and taking advantage of the opportunity of seeing more homes is going to expand your knowledge and give you the ability to give more. The Y in party is YouTube. Make sure you're utilizing YouTube. Never have you had the opportunity where literally whatever it is you want to learn, you can punch it into YouTube and you're going to have a video that's going to teach you how to do it for free. This is an amazing time we live in. Take advantage of YouTube in a way that helps you grow your knowledge, because once we've got a place where we've gained enough knowledge, now we're at a place where we can begin to give that knowledge freely to those that need the knowledge in our community. The second key to success is giving the knowledge you have away freely. Listen, you're out there, you're understanding the market, you're studying the market, you're growing yourself, you understand what properties are for sale. Now you're at a place where you can really add value to people, because ultimately we're in the business that the more value we add to the marketplace, the more it's going to come back. So let's speak specifically on how we can give freely of that value that we can add to the marketplace. And I'm going to use the acronym FREELY for this. The F in FREELY stands for facts about your area. Make sure that you're basically the historian for your area. All the information that you have about your area is interesting those folks that are considering moving into your area. It's also for the people that live there that may be moving around. What are the things that you know, the facts you know about your area, the demographics about your area, the things that are important to the people in your area, the rankings of the schools in your area? What is it that you know factually about your area that you can freely give to other people? By giving that knowledge to others, you're going to begin to shift into that person that they see as the resource for all things, not just real estate, but for your community. The second information to freely give is really cool places. The R stands for really cool places and freely. What we're going to do is we're going to share what are the places that you really love in your area. What's the best place to watch the sun go down in your area? What are the best parks in your area? What are the things in the places that you find extremely interesting about your area that your family enjoys being a part of? When you share this information, all of a sudden now they see your excitement about your area. They begin to get excited about the area as well. And now you've been the person that has given them the knowledge that gives them the ability to have family memories and memories that will last a lifetime. This is a great way for you to give freely to your community. The first E is expert market analysis. You need to be the expert, the person that's giving the information to them that they need the most about the market. Talking about trends. How many houses sold this quarter last year versus this quarter this year? How many days on the market is an average house sitting on the market right now? What is the average price per square foot for the neighborhood or the area that you're working in? When you begin to be the expert and provide that information, now you're at a place where you're not only viewed as the expert, you actually are the expert in your area. The second E is empowering information. Now listen, this could be real estate related or not. If it's not real estate related, this could be sharing information about something that's happening in your area that's great. For instance, we had a local seafood company that actually, they go out and they close for the whole entire month of December. On the last day before they do, they sell all of their seafood at their price. Sharing that information of something that gives value to them is something that I just utilize to basically be a resource for my community. Also, what is it that you can give that adds value to them from a standpoint of something that empowers them, like understanding that if they bought their house and their interest rate was at 4% and they could refinance it now at 3.3%, what does that do difference-wise in their monthly payment? What does that do as far as the amount of money that they will pay over the next 25 to 30 years? Also, if they were to refinance with a 15-year mortgage, what does that make a difference over time in the amount of money that they're going to spend on their home? You see, when you're the person that empowers people to have an opportunity to live a better life, to basically do things in a better way, now you're at a place where they're looking to you for information on a consistent basis. The L in freely is local stories. How can you freely give information about things that have happened in the past in your area? Could you interview the man that grew up in this area that's 80 years old and he could tell you about what it was like living in this area back in the 1950s? What is it you could do where you went to the local park and you had that park ranger tell the stories of the origins of that park? Or maybe it's a national park, a state park, maybe it's a museum, maybe it's something where you actually went and interviewed the people in the community and talked to them and let them tell the stories of the history of the community. You see, when you share the stories, now you're at a place where you're giving freely of information that is valuable to the people, enhances their lives, and it gives them the opportunity to want to be a part of whatever it is that you have going on. The Y in freely is your favorite places. This is where I love to go in and I love to talk to the owners of my favorite restaurant. I love to talk to the people that are in my favorite business. What are the people that are in the charity that you like to support by interviewing them, telling those stories and giving them an introduction to the people that are in the general community. You see, when you share freely about your favorite places, a lot of times it's going to become those clients' favorite places as well. All right, so we're at a place where we've gained knowledge. We've gained knowledge where we could grow ourselves personally. We've gained knowledge so that we could literally know more about our marketplace, about the houses that are for sale or that have sold. Now we've come to a place where we've given freely of the information that we have about our community, about the real estate market, about properties that are currently available. Now it's time for us to grow like wildfire. So what are we going to do to make sure that the experience we provide for our clients is in a way where they're going to want to come back again and again? And this is where I want to use the acronym CARE, because I have to ask you, do you really care about growth? Do you really care about giving that optimum opportunity for your people that participate with you, your clients, to go through a process that helps them have the best experience possible with the least amount of stress, and it gives you the opportunity to have repeat customers? Because if you do, we're going to use that anagram CARE to really create some things that are going to give us that ability to really leverage all of those abilities. The first thing we're going to do, the C stands for make sure that you're out there creating systems. Do you have systems in place that when a new listing comes in, that the systematic approach is going to to be a checklist that's going to walk you through those steps? Do you have a system in place where when something goes under contract that you know exactly what happens next and you can communicate that to your buyers and sellers so that they have that great experience? What is it you have in place as far as systems? Because in order for you to leverage your time and to be able to help more people, you're going to have systems in place. Ask yourself, what are the things that I do multiple times? Create a system for that and your business can't help but grow. The A in care is add support. What is it that you need in your business that can help you grow your business and provide better support? Listen, this is where a lot of people get to a place where there is a single agent or they're at a team place and they're trying to figure out who it is that they're going to hire next. Let me say this, let me give you a good idea. The first thing is a transaction coordinator. You need someone that can help you through the process where you don't get bogged down in riding the roller coaster where I got 2 things under contract, now I've got to walk them through this and you don't have time to prospect because you're making sure all the fires are put out to make sure that those things get to closing. Transaction coordinator gives you the ability to really level that off where you can continue prospecting. Also an administrative assistant, someone that can take care of the daily task. I love the way that Vince Lisi says this. He says that if you're a person that you can basically break it down this way. If you're making $100,000 a year, that's basically $50 an hour. For every $100,000 a year that you make, you're adding $50 per hour to your value. If you're a $50 an hour person and you're doing $15 to $20 activities, you're costing yourself money. What is it that you can pass on social media wise, opening doors wise, communicating about things that are coming up to your past clients? What is it you can do to hire someone that can help you give that administrative support in a way that helps you continue to grow your business? The R in care is for reward clients and referring people that send people to you. This is a place where we want to make sure that we're encouraging people and letting them know how thankful we are for them to send business our way or to do business with us. If you're at a place where you're coming from a place of gratitude and you're making sure that those folks that send people your way are rewarded with something, it doesn't really matter as much. A thank you note, a donation to a charity of their choice, maybe just a small gift, whatever it is, or those people that you're getting closing gifts for, and you're making sure they know how much you appreciate all that they've done to help you grow your business. I promise they're going to want to do it again. The E in care and the last part of this is to really evaluate constantly what's going on in your business. Where are your leads coming from? Where are your closings coming from? What are you focusing your time on, and what is that generating in the way of your business growing? You see, if you're at a place where you're wanting your business to grow, a lot of times it comes down to identifying the things that you're best at, doing more of those things, and then having a little bullpen of items that you're testing all the time to make sure you don't stay stale. If you're evaluating your business constantly, if you're at a place where you're making sure that you're continuing to optimize everything that you do in your business, you're adding value, you're growing yourself, and you're giving that knowledge freely to other people, I promise your business can't help but grow. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.